my name is Tori. I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK and I recently got back from a weekend in Latvia, and this is going to be one of my classic mismatched vlogs because I fully intended to vlog the weekend for you so I could bring you guys along with me. And the issue is I did film the weekend but I only filmed clips. I never actually vlogged and talked to you guys, so I needed to sit down here and talk to you so the video would actually make sense, because otherwise it's just a bunch of random clips that would put together would make no sense to watch. So we're here, and also I thought we could do a little bit of a haul as well because I brought quite a few things, and funnily enough they're all Winnie the Pooh or Winnie the Pooh related, because one of them I do have kind of explain. So that is the plan for this video. We're going to do the haul first because it is all Winnie the Pooh / Winnie the Pooh related. So if you're just here for Winnie the Pooh, we'll get the haul out of the way, and then if you're not interested in the video then you watch the Winnie the Pooh bit. Anyway, the haul. Now it was really funny because I went with my parents. On the first day my mum said to me, I highly doubt you're gonna find anything Winnie the Pooh while in Latvia. And then literally 5 minutes later we walked into a little shop and I found Winnie the Pooh trainers, and the shop was having a big clearance sale on. So I got these for €5. I don't know how much they were originally meant to be, but they've got loads of €5 stickers on there, so I'm happy with that. I always find it very confusing shoe shopping in Europe because obviously the European sizes is different to the UK sizes, but after a little quick Google convert sizes and holding them up against my feet and trying them on, turns out they only had one pair left in my size. How funny is that? So they are just literally white trainers, but then they've got Pooh's face on the side, and then on the back it says Winnie the Pooh, and where's the label? It is actually official Disney Winnie the Pooh as well. How cool is that? I can't even remember the name of the shop. It was in a little shopping centre close to where we were staying, and yeah, right after my mum said I won't find anything Winnie the Pooh. And then the next two items are actually from Lithuania. We had a spare day on our trip, so the Lithuania border was only an hour and a half away, so we thought we'd go down there, tick another country off. We went into a supermarket because we needed just some more food for the hotel room anyway, so we went into the first supermarket we saw in Lithuania, and I found Winnie the Pooh socks which we thought was really funny since the day before I had brought Winnie the Pooh trainers, and then the next day I found Winnie the Pooh socks. They had two designs, so I got both designs, and they're literally the little trainer socks, which I thought are very cool. Again, they are official Winnie the Pooh Disney. We love it. So this pair is just a pale pink with Pooh's face on and some polka dots. They feel they're quite thick, very soft as well. Very excited to wear them. So I got this pair, and then this white pair with the outlines of all the characters' faces on. So you got Tigger, Eeyore, Pooh, you got Piglet as well, but because they've done them in the colours, Piglet is very pale, but you can just about see him there. And these were, how much are they? These were €1.59 each. I was happy that not only I found Winnie the Pooh in Latvia, and then I found Winnie the Pooh in Lithuania. And I was only in Lithuania for a few hours, so my Winnie the Pooh finding skills is good. I literally just crossed the border, was in the country for a few hours, and then the next couple of items I got, we had some hours to spare before our flight home on the last day, so we were just googling things to do in Riga, and there was this big marketplace in the old town, so we went there, and it's an indoor bit and an outdoor bit. Loads of the indoor bit was touristy shops, and I don't know where the actual bear is, but I came with one of those little brown bears we can get in different t-shirts at touristy shops, but I just got the t-shirt to put on my Pooh Nuimo. So he's got a little Latvia t-shirt. I think you guys know this, I've never brought actual Nuimo clothing. It's very hard to get hold of in the UK. You kind of either have to buy it from America or from the Asian parks, and obviously then shipping either way, is very expensive to get to the UK. So I don't know, we've just never really done it over here. They did at the initial Nuimo launch, but it's still very expensive. So I don't actually own any official Nuimo clothes. Whenever I go somewhere touristy and they have those little bears with these t-shirts, the t-shirts are just the perfect size for Pooh. So Pooh Bear got a touristy t-shirt. This is what I meant by it's all Winnie the Pooh, kind of. Because although the t-shirt isn't Winnie the Pooh, which is what I brought, it was for Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, Pooh got a new t-shirt. And then the final thing that I also got from the market, it's not official Winnie the Pooh, but we're kind of taking it. It's also really funny because I kind of have a collection of these. In case you didn't know, Bumblebees are like my favourite animal because they very much remind me of Winnie the Pooh. They're very important animals and I just love them so much. They're very cute. I have a lot of, I'm putting them up there, you can't see them but they're over there, of beeswax candles. Those ones over there are actually from local bees. I got them from a local shop. A beehive and a hedgehog made out of beeswax. We found a shop selling those exact little things and we found this little guy. So it's a bear holding a heart, but then as my mum pointed out, look, he's wearing a crop top. A little bear wearing a crop. How many bears do you know that wear crop tops? Look at his face plus the crop top. It is meant to be Winnie the Pooh, isn't it? I'm not being mad. That is meant to be Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, a little beeswax Pooh candle. Even though it's not officially Pooh, but I think we can all agree that that is supposed to be Pooh. And that is everything that I got on my trip. We flew out on the Friday, was there Saturday and Sunday, and then flew back on the Monday. And I think I did pretty well for Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, that is the haul section out of the way. So if that is all you wanted to see, thank you for sticking around. Thumbs up if you enjoyed that little section of the video, but if you'd like to stick around to see some of the clips that I did get whilst I was out there, let's now go into the Mismatched vlog series. So we flew from London Gatwick, which I found quite funny because I always associate Gatwick with Florida trips. I always associate as an international airport going on long haul flights, so it felt kind of funny to me to be going like within Europe from Gatwick. I don't know, I just always associate it with a long haul flight airport, but you know they do fly other places as well. So we flew from London Gatwick with Air Baltic, and obviously I've never been to Latvia before, so I've never flown with Air Baltic before, but I think I read on the On-Flight magazine they are Europe's youngest fleet of planes, and you could really tell it, that you could tell on that in the plane that it's really new. I think it said they're 2017, something like that, but yeah, I definitely remember it said that they were Europe's youngest fleet of planes. And yeah, couldn't fault them at all. Absolutely smooth flight, perfect landing. Whilst I was in the airport, because we had an early morning flight on the Friday, I had breakfast in the airport, and a little game I like to play with myself is spotting signs of Morocco everywhere I go, and the restaurant we ate at had a Moroccan style breakfast, which I'll include here. And it was, I don't very often go for cooked breakfast options, but it was so nice and a very good way to start the day, and so delicious, and ticked off one of my Morocco spotting points. Purpose of the visit to Latvia. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know I am a massive speedway fan. It's my favourite sport, and that weekend in Riga was the Speedway Grand Prix, so that was the whole reason we were going to Latvia in the first place. And on the Friday night was SGB2, which is the World Under 21 series, and we weren't sure if our flight was going to land in time, but we literally got there just in time. We landed, went to the first Aldi we could find just to buy some like basic food to get us through, went and checked into the hotel, and where we were staying, it was literally the other side of the road from the stadium. We could hear the bikes warming up from our room. It was crazy. So we didn't even have to worry about parking at the stadium, we just had to cross the road and we were there. So Friday night was the SGB2, and then Saturday was the Grand Prix, which is the Speedway World Championship. I don't think I got much film on that day because I was just mainly like in the speedway bubble. There's so much to do in like the fan zone and watch practice during the day, and then Grand Prix in the evening. Didn't film anything of the Grand Prix because it's absolutely insane. Grand Prix are wild, like with the atmosphere and all that, and I didn't want to kind of run on my camera, but I did get some footage of practice. Saturday. Sunday, as I've already mentioned, we had a bit of a spare day, so in the morning we went to Lithuania, and the only film I got in Lithuania was of this really fancy church, and that's literally the only bit of film I got of Lithuania. And then I tried to film the border as we were crossing on the way out, because like there's, you know, the signs that say, you know, you're leaving Lithuania, you're now entering Latvia. Tried to film it, but I don't know how well I caught it. We also stayed in Lithuania for lunchtime, and I do quite often experience this while traveling. Being a vegetarian, I don't often have the best of choices, and this, we went to the first biggest town we could find in Lithuania, and it was a Sunday, so not many places were open. The one cafe we could find that was open, this was my lunch. I could literally only have chips, but then they served it with cucumber, which I thought was a bit odd, but I wasn't complaining because it gave me more food options. So, you know, I'm happy with cucumber with a side of chips. But that being said, when we went back to Latvia, we stopped off at a local KFC, because what we had found on a previous day, KFC in Latvia has such a good vegetarian selection. I actually had options between wraps, burgers, like fake chicken, chickenless chicken, I don't know what to say. It was so delicious. So although I couldn't fill up in Lithuania, I then stopped off in KFC for a little vegan chicken burger. And then we still had some time spare left in the day, so we decided to head into the main city centre of Riga, because we were just kind of staying on the outskirts near to where the stadium was. So we headed into the main part of Riga and found a little boat tour of, there's like the river that goes through like all the main bit, and then there's a, I don't know the name of the river, but there's a really big river, so, and it went out into that bit, and I got a little bit of film of that for you. Enough, we were sat up near the front end of the boat, and there was a group of people, I think there was like 4 of them, and they were all Americans, and they had hired a local tour guide to like explain all the sites to you, because the boat wasn't like, the boat driver wasn't telling anything, it was just taking you around. So this group of Americans had hired a tour guide to like, you know, guide, and because we were sat just the next group from them, we were just eavesdropping in on all this information that the local guide was telling to this group of Americans. So it actually worked out pretty handy that, you know, they were there and they'd hired a guide, because then we got to listen in and hear everything. And then, as I said, Monday was our last day there. We headed into the old town to the market. I don't think I got much film of the market, but then we headed straight back to the airport and flew back home. So yeah, that was my quick little weekend in Latvia. I fully intended on actually properly vlogging, but because it was just such a short, quick weekend, and there was just, you know, like speedway took up half of it, and then like sightseeing, I just kind of forgot to talk. That sounds so bad as a YouTuber, that I just forgot to talk to the camera, but I was just doing so much and thinking about so much. So I got some footage for you, and then I thought I'll sit down and talk you through all the clips. So yeah, that was my weekend in Latvia. And I do keep a running notes app of all of the countries I have been to. So Latvia and Lithuania were both new countries for me, and I have added them to the end of my list. So Latvia marked my 27th country, and Lithuania is my 28th. So my countries travel to list is now up to 28. It's absolutely crazy to me that I'm getting close to my 30th country. That is wild. I wonder what it'll be. I don't have any plans anytime soon to tick off new countries, so I wonder what countries 29 and 30 will be. who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do know it was very different from what we are used to on this channel, but I like to go out exploring the world, and also making it entirely Winnie the Pooh based, because that is very much me. So I hope you did enjoy it. It was a bit different, but different is good sometimes. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do pop that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below. While you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell. I mean, might as well. You're already down there. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!